These are two videos of mine that generated $16,700 while having less than 1,500 views total. And you know, everyone in the YouTube space thinks you need tons of views to actually be able to make cash on YouTube or just have a big audience. But as you're about to see from my channel alone, you can get sales starting from any point with your channel. And in this video, I'm breaking down this entire Miro board, the 3-step system that I literally apply to every YouTube channel to actually get sales, no matter the view count or subscriber count. So stick around for the entire video because I'm about to drop some absolute sauce. Let's get into it. So now we're on the actual Miro board, and as you can see, here are the two videos that actually cash collected me $16,700 in sales while only having 1,405 views total. And how do we actually start off this process? This process starts off by understanding the proof machine. So what you have to realize is the first part of running the system and being able to collect cash from YouTube, for a lot of you watching this video right now, is having some sort of proof. And the thing is that if you're a founder watching this video right now, you already have a business that gets results and that works. So you have client wins, you have a competitive edge, but you're not actually turning that content into something that can attract buyers. And generally speaking, the two videos that I made this $16,700 were proof-based videos around what I had already accomplished. So as you can see here, this video was breaking down how I went ahead and made Brez $1 million direct from YouTube organic. And this second video was breaking down how I helped PB Trading add over $235,000 in just 10 days with YouTube organic. And the problem is, you guys have proof, you guys have a competitive edge, but you're not leveraging it. And that's why someone like me can have a small channel, can start from low subscriber point, or channels like our client Sebastian, who had 300 subscribers when it made 60K in 5 weeks, is because we were able to leverage that proof and that competitive edge compared to our competitors, and we were able to stand out. So you have to be able to identify all the proof that's already inside your business and use it as leverage. Then next, it comes to questions to really ask yourself before finding for more proof. So you're probably asking yourself, how can I actually make these videos? How do I come up with the ideas? This is how I think about it and how I made the videos that actually collected me cash personally, because this is a great way to actually launch a channel that's starting from zero, or if you just want a proven idea that can work, taking what you've already done, taking your competitive edge and making a video that can target your ideal customer profile, but also can maximize your TAM and hit somebody that has zero knowledge on what you're trying to sell. So you can look at, okay, what results have you achieved? What process actually created that result? And what is the client transformation that you can show? You can look at what story proves you're the actual authority. What is a competitive edge tied to your personal story? Or what edge in the market are you not leveraging that a lot of other people are not talking about? These are things that you can really you can ask it into ChatGPT, you can ask yourself, write it down. And a lot of people BS stuff like this, and this is why they don't have a personal brand that actually works. So for me to answer these questions and show you this is possible, what results did I achieve? I helped Brez Skills add $1 million from YouTube organic. I helped PB Trading add $235,000 in 10 days. What was the process that we used to create that result? It was a CCM 3-step process. So in each of those videos, I broke down that process. But if I was to go and look at what edge are you not leveraging, or what story proves your authority, both of those videos have different angles, angled at different audiences and trying to attract different buyers. And I'm also tapping into the different experiences that I had with each client, meaning that both of the videos are not gonna be the same. So when it talks about what client transformation can you show, Brez did not have the same transformation as PB Trading. And I was able to show the difference between those videos, and this is how you can actually come up with similar ideas. And now we're going into the buyer mirror. What does this really mean? So you have to realize just putting the proof in any video isn't gonna bring sales. You guys should be aware of that. That was just like step one to the entire process, but you have to figure out who you're actually trying to sell to, and that's why you need to understand the buyer mirror. And to expand on this, high ticket buyers, generally speaking, are not looking for basic content. I mean, if you ask yourself, how many other people are in your niche selling the same exact thing that you're selling? And you have to see what's gonna make my stuff stand out and what's gonna make people buy into me, because they're looking for relevant and credible videos. Because there's so many gurus, there's so many LARPers, scammers. How are you gonna stand out within your content? It comes down to understanding script, title, and thumbnail after you have that piece of proof, right? But it's not only understanding that, but how do you make that work so people can see the difference within your content? So once you choose the idea based on your proof, make sure everything about the video matches to the pains and desires of your ideal customer profile. You wanna appeal to the psychographics, because YouTube is a psychology psychology game. At the end of the day, people buy from people. So if you can get into the psychology, into their mind, within the script, within the title, within the thumbnail, if you can appeal to their desired outcome within the thumbnail, if you can make them curious with the title and with the script, if you can make them really feel like they're having a forward progress motion as they go throughout the video and they're learning, they're getting educated, that's how you really win. So for me, I was able, when I started my channel, I made a doc where I was able to do competitor research. I listed out the channels that were direct competitors, indirect competitors, adjacent competitors. What can I take from these guys' videos that are working and leverage that in my content, but also where do I have a competitive edge that I can leverage to actually stand out? So even like when I tell you guys to look at the pains, desires, fears, and motivators, it's something that we actively do for our clients. It's here on the strategy doc. So once you have that insight, you have the competitive edge, you know what has worked for other people, so you can leverage that within your title, your thumbnail, your script. You're taking, I like to call it outlier mismatching. You basically take hooks, titles, thumbnails, or proven structures from other people, from content that has worked, and you apply it to your own stuff, but you make it different and you tap into your competitive edge. And how do you identify your actual ICP? So with this, the title and the thumbnail should use proven formats, but this doesn't mean just like, oh, I'm gonna just go ahead and copy every format on YouTube. Like, that's not gonna work. You will look like a copycat and you won't build a legit personal brand. And I deem a legit personal brand as you wanna create videos so good that you would wanna watch them yourself. So you wanna be able to adapt these formats and have it make sense for your ICP, for your offer, but also realize, how can I make this video something that feels new with new information, and how can I make it feel different? How can I make it feel like something that they haven't seen before with the packaging of the title and thumbnail? And if I come to our client, Max's channel, who we worked with, he was able to make $54,000 off of one YouTube video that had 4,000 views. And this was a B2B channel. We've done YouTube stuff for B2B, B2C, SaaS, it really doesn't matter. But you can see there's intention behind every single idea. We created this video, 70K views, created this video right here, 18K views, 15K views. Every video has intent. Every video looks different. You can look at the packaging. It's all appealing towards the ICP though. And we're very clear on who we want to hit, even though these videos have different intent, because when you're creating YouTube content, you have one strong ICP, but that ICP can be at different stages of your funnel. They can be more aware, they can be unaware, or they can be on the edge of buying. And I'm gonna cover how you can create a YouTube ecosystem, a YouTube funnel where you have videos targeting everyone, and that's how you make money on direct buys, on down sells, on cross sells, and that's the power of the YouTube ecosystem. But the script should speak to the fears, motivators, and overall internal beliefs of the person that you want as a client. As you can see, all of our stuff here is about e-commerce email marketing. We can be super niche down into a market like e-commerce email marketing and still make so much money, whether or not we have tons of views or we don't, because we actually understand who we're speaking to. The thumbnails are appealing to the desires of our ICP. The titles make them curious to click, and within the scripts, they're getting value, but it's also moving them forward on what they want to learn, and there is progress there. So what you want to do is, one, use the language that your ICP understands within your scripts. You don't want to use ChatGPT for this. You can leverage it, but you don't use it entirely. You want to avoid forcing or using cringe wording just to appeal to somebody. You honestly want the videos to feel like you, or else, I mean, you're going to throw leads off. Like, people can feel when stuff feels authentic, and you're going to show awareness of what they actually are experiencing. So this is like showing your client results, showing your process. You ideally want to give everything away for quote unquote free, because a lot of people are not going to implement it, bro. So they will end up paying you for implementation if they can see that you actually have true sauce. So when you angle these videos perfectly towards your ICP, the viewer is going to relate to you more, they're going to trust you more, and they're going to pay you. It's going to be way more trust, authority, and relationship building than any generic video that they see on YouTube, because you're able to tap into the competitive edge, but also realize who's your ICP and how you actually hit them. And from there, it takes me into how I view the CCM service and our testimonials, because I'm giving you everything you need to start driving more sales to your business off of YouTube. The biggest issue that I see with people is they don't have enough time to actually execute it. So that's why I built CCM. We handle the scripting, the ideation, thumbnail, production, how to actually find your ICP, the whole channel. All you generally have to do is get on camera and record. If you are interested in doing that, you can click the first link down below. Me and my team, we are just gonna drive sales to whatever you are selling. It could be a mentorship, could be a course, could be a mastermind, whatever the case may be. SaaS product, low ticket, high ticket, B2B, B2C. We've helped tons of people. Brett Scales, he added $1 million from YouTube Organic. Sebastian Batanker went from 300 subs to 60K in 5 weeks. And my guy Finn, he actually just made 30K his first month working together with us on YouTube. So if you want more proof, You can even come here to the CCM website. I'll click on it and you can see our testimonials. I've done this for countless and countless amounts of people who you probably know and have seen in the space. So I'm not BSing. We have a real system, a real process. If you want to build a legit personal brand and not just something that is going to be focused on only collecting cash, you will collect cash by a byproduct. But if you want to do this for the long run, also lower your spend on ad costs. It's profitably going to affect every other part of your business and just make your costs lower, make you have higher return on ad spend. It is the nurturing mechanism that's going to help your Instagram, your ads, your Twitter, your email list. So if you want to tap into YouTube, click the first link down below. And then now we're going to be focusing on the sales funnel, which ideally I like to call this the YouTube ecosystem. This is why you don't need a lot of views in the first place. And I want to break down how I use it on our channel, how I use it on my channel, how I use it on client channels. And as you saw, my channel does not have tons of views or sales. It's only now that I'm actually taking my channel extremely serious. And the reason sales have came in prior was because I built this channel in the system that creates trust and also buying intent. And it's the same system I'm using for our clients who've done way more money than I have with my personal brand. So you want to treat your YouTube channel like a funnel. How do you do this? So top of funnel content, which is very useful. You have broad and you're trying to get awareness. Second, you have middle funnel content. This is education and process based. Then you have bottom funnel content, which is for trust and conversion. These are typically longer and detailed videos. And the two videos that made me $16,700, the first one was a bottom funnel client case study interview. That was the PB Blake 235K in 10 days. Then we have the middle funnel video, which was a breakdown process behind the result of how we made Brez $1 million on YouTube. And the whole point of the funnel is to have people fall down, trickle down. Let's say they come from an ad, but then they watch a middle funnel video. Then they watch a bottom funnel video, but they're also aware of your top of funnel content. Once again, YouTube will directly impact profitability across anything. IG ads, you can add it to your pre-call flows. The people that come from ads, they're gonna go to YouTube. Booking pages, Instagram, LinkedIn, landing pages, email newsletter. There's so many touch points within a funnel, and YouTube is the butter to your bread. It makes everything so much easier. And not only on top of that are you gonna get direct people that are buying off the first click on YouTube, but you're also gonna get unattributed revenue that come from these videos just because YouTube is in your ecosystem. And even one of the prospects that bought from these videos, I kid you not, they bought from you without ever having to get on a sales call because they watched a YouTube video and then just texted me on Twitter. And the videos enough were what it took to build trust. And I know this works because it's happening for me once again. So for you, the main takeaway that I want you to understand is that not every video needs to go viral. If you can show the right proof, and using proof for your first couple of videos is a great way to create top of funnel content, but also it's a way that you can explain your process. So let's say you're in the niche of drop shipping and you want to create a video to create your channel. It can be a proof-based video around how you say, let's say you made $5 million drop shipping total, how I made $5 million drop shipping. Boom, that's the title. It can appeal to someone that has no idea what drop shipping is, but it can also appeal to that person that is in drop shipping and wants to get to the next level. And it can also appeal to someone that's experienced. So leveraging that proof, but also making it broad or have appeal and maximize your TAM is a great way to start off a channel. And it's a way that I use to actually make money from what you guys are seeing. That's exactly, once again, what I did on my own channel, not even my clients. So this is like, if I'm doing this for myself on my business channel, I'm creating a personal brand for myself on my personal channel, and I'm also scaling with client channels. What makes you think that you can't do the same? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to go and make $16,700 off of just two videos. I work with basically any niche that you can think of: breast scales, PB Blake, Orangey. This is sales, drop shipping, e-com, freelance brand scaling, trading, crypto, long-term investing, real estate, generally any niche that you think of, we work with it. So if you want me to help you build out your channel, to start getting sales on YouTube, click the link down below. It's gonna be the first description to book a call and see if you're a fit. Besides that, I appreciate you watching and see you in the next one.